What's going on, family? And y'all see where we are, man. We are back again at Illinois Motors. Man, I tell you, every time I come here, it changes. Let's get into it. What's going on, family? Like I told you guys, man, we're back at Illinois Motors, and we are back to see some more gems, man. There are changes every time I'm come. I try to explain this to you guys, man. We got C8 over here. We got this Viper over here. C5 right here. There's a Hellcat right here, bro. This truck is absolutely beautiful. Harder Davis edition. Always something different every time we come. And we're going to get into all the details on what we're looking at today here shortly. But listen, man, before we get into all that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button, man. And don't forget to turn on post notifications, man. Again, like buttons matter. Make sure you hit that like button. Hashtag LBM. But listen, guys, what we about to get into is right here.
Young Shy Beats.
Sheesh. My guy, Tim.
Oh, God.
Y'all know who we're here with, man.
Oh, gosh.
We're here with Tim today.
What's up, guys? Coming off a little bit of a back injury, getting in and out of a Viper is a little tough sometimes, but
listen,
here we
man,
are.
Come on, struggle challenges, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look
this is,
at this thing, guys.
pretty special.
I'm all over, of course. White car, black stripe in the middle with red stripes. Come on, man. That's our Zeus. That's Zeus's undercover right now, bro. That's white, black, red. That's foundational colors for me. But this one right here, super, super special, man.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Super, super special car. Oh, my God.
Yes, sir.
Tim, what do you know about this car, man?
This is a 2017 Dodge Viper ACR. It's the last year they made the Viper. It's got 3,000 miles on it. This could be like a collector or a driver. Miles typically point towards like a little bit in between, so you could literally do whatever you want with this. It's such an optimal spec. It's got so much going for it. The options are fantastic. Oh, and if these lights flicker, by the way, having some power surge issue because we're having like a Texas like sleet rain thing going on.
Just to let you guys know, man, what's happening today in our area, we having this sleet, frozen rain thing happening. Like all the trees are coated in ice, power lines are coated in ice. Just getting here was a bit of a challenge with the roads being kind of slick. Also, you're gonna get limbs falling off a tree, so dodging limbs, heading over here, hanging low power lines, sagging power lines.
It's just Illinois stuff.
Yeah,
it's just Illinois.
We're dealing with some Illinois cold weather stuff today.
Yeah, we had a bad case of the Illinois today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This car is beautiful, man.
Yeah, so this thing is legit. It's just, there's almost nothing to say other than like, wow, because this is kind of like the optimal spec for me as an ACR. It's got everything you want. It's the extreme aero package. So it's got the splitter extensions. It's got all the interior amenities. It's got, you know, the optional. This is like the stripes alone. The center stripe is $5,000 option, I think, or a little more. And then the red stripe is like $4,500.
Look at
and
this,
these are
guys.
painted. These are not vinyl stripes. These are legit stripes, and they're painted over the wing too. So these get really pricey with options. Like,
when I tell you the details of the options that's on this car that Tim is telling us about, it's like the things you take for granted. You don't really notice or pay attention to, right? So first of all, these are painted stripes, right?
Yep.
I want y'all to look at this. When we glance on the inside, it's really cool. You see that red stripe going across the steering wheel and the red seat belts on the black interior, right? But I really want y'all to notice you got this red stripe floating across the top of the car, right? But let's talk about that real heavy detail, because that red stripe continues all the way across the back, across the top of the wing.
And I just love that they paint
it's a wang.
Yeah, the wang. Yeah. I love that they painted. They even went as far as color coding and painting the base of the spoiler, or like the stand.
Look at this, bro.
And it's just awesome.
This one is black.
Yeah.
But because this aligns within a red stripe, it's red.
it looks perfect.
It looks absolutely perfect.
They really went all out for these,
God.
and it's awesome.
Me and 3, brother, you're gonna love this one. You are gonna love this one.
You know something about this wing? You know how many millimeters long this is?
No, how long is it?
1776.
Are you
It says
serious?
America, baby.
1776.
That's when America was founded. 1776.
Yes. I never knew that.
Yeah, it's like the most American thing ever to put a big ass wing on a Viper and make it as long as the year.
Did y'all know that? I'm just saying, that's, to me, that's like super cool trivia, right?
Yeah.
That's a trivia question. How long is a wing on an ACR Viper? In millimeters, 1776. Go figure. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
God. And sturdy. They painted the inside red. Ooh, I like that detail.
Yeah.
With the outside, I'm stealing some of these ideas. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm stealing some of these ideas because this is like perfect.
This is like the most subtle flex, but the first Viper I've ever drove was a Gen 5 ACR.
Are you serious?
It's not even a subtle flex. It's just a bold face.
It's just bald.
and the worst part about
Own your flex, people. Own your flex.
About it was that it was like the least optimal time. I was at someone's photo shoot that they invited me to just come hang out at. So I was hanging out, and the owner's super cool. He's a local guy. He's like, he has the silver black with red stripes.
Oh man!
Viper.
Oh man!
I love this scheme with the stripes.
Is that the one that you got snake bit?
Well, no. Well, technically, yes. So I got snake bit, but not really. So all it did was spin in place. A snake bite is like when it like basically tries to turn it around.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like my first experience with the Viper. It was pretty cold. I was like 32 degrees. We were down in like New Lenox or like the Lamont area. So there's like a lot of where we were shooting. There's like a lot of trucks and heavy whatever. So when we got out on like this pretty smooth road, I tried to like just slowly roll into the throttle.
Feather in it.
First gear was okay. I go to second, it just spins right through it. But it stayed completely straight. So these are really safe cars, no matter what people say about the Viper history. These have gotten incredibly safe.
I didn't think Vipers, at least what I've heard about Vipers, most of the things, the negative commentary you get from Viper, I believe came from those who didn't know what they were getting themselves into. A driver is going to understand what this car is. It's a race car, guys. You can't get in this thing and think it's going to perform like your everyday street car, right? This car can do way more than your average street car. Although we can drive these things on the street and do all that other fun stuff, but this car is meant for so much more, guys. So when you get into something like this, you gotta be ready. When I bought my car, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Z06 is still a lot of car, especially coming from
it's tons.
Coming from what I came from, you thinking I rode in comfort mode for a long time before I moved it over and actually started doing things I had to get used to the pedal. Like I still drive with no shoes on because I want to be able to feel what's happening.
Yeah.
Put the solar on there. Now I got even more sensitive pedal.
Oh yeah.
But again, shoes off. But I know my car now. Right. I know my car now.
Driving with a shoe off, I gotta say, is like the weirdest experience at first. I got to drive. This was the first car I ever drove. Swear, this sounds like it's just bragging, but this is honest to God what happened.
Nah, man.
The first car I ever drove with shoes off was a Mercy, because the owner of this LP640 was the first time I was ever driving an LP Mercy, and he goes, "Tim, you're not going to be comfortable," and I'm comfortable in it with shoes on, and I learned that later. But he was like, "It's so much better with shoes off." I'm like, "You want me to drive your Mercy with shoes off?"
It's a different experience.
Time?
I'm telling you, man.
Oh my God, this is scary. And then I did 160 with no shoes on.
But when you get used to it,
yeah.
So you talk about, they have this sensation about being one with the car, right? Being able to feel suspension, feel how the tires and how the steering feel, braking, how the car reacts to all those different things. Taking your shoes off when driving a car gives you a deeper part of that experience, because these cars that are high power cars, just diving into the pedal all the time, they will push you in the seat over and over again. Taking my shoes off allowed me to be very, very in touch and in tune with what the braking feels like and what that acceleration pedal feels like. It's a different experience. I don't know how to drive my car with my shoes on. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't wear shoes in my car.
Wow, bold.
I don't wear shoes in my car. It just
You got air fresheners in there, bro?
no.
On a hot summer's day, you're driving no shoes on? Oh my God.
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't have shoes on long enough for my feet to smell bad.
How do we go from shoes on to
I have
shoes
no
off
idea,
from
man.
a Viper to
Let's talk about this thing.
yeah. So yes, last year production, and you know, they didn't make a ton of these because they couldn't sell them, and that was before. It's crazy to think about that. You know, all this appreciation comes around once you realize what was lost.
Right.
And what you lose is the connection. That's what everyone's been itching to get back into, is like everyone wants to feel something happen or feel like they're doing something.
Yeah.
A lot of modern cars, they do everything that they can. Human beings are obsessed with innovating and making things better. And therefore, by making things better, it has made us worse because we're not paying attention to the road. We're on our phones. We're looking at the giant screens in our cars.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Crashing into everything in sight.
Yeah.
This is a car
we expect the car to do
you
way more for us than what we are supposed to be doing while in them. I agree.
So as we push for a better future and we push for smarter cars, it's made us dumber.
Oh my God.
A lot dumber, because the main goal of the manufacturer is to save the thing that's inside it.
Right.
So with all these like lane departure warnings and all these crazy sensors, and
anti-lock brakes,
this
auto
is not
braking.
like that.
No,
you have to
this
be very
is back,
awake.
This is back to the rawness,
Yeah.
right? This is not gonna drive for you. It's not gonna do anything for you. When you take your eyes off the road and you're looking at your phone or you're veering off to the right because you're not paying attention to what you're doing, this car is gonna do exactly what you do. Steering is different than these things. It's a different ball game. It's not gonna brake for you. You take your foot off the brake, it's gonna coast.
Yeah. The thing that I find so fantastic about these cars, though, is they're so much easier to drive than you would think.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to kind of lean into it and like feel it out and like understand how the car reacts. And it's this car getting in it. It's like, I put this in a category of car that's impossible to stall because there's so much torque available.
Yeah,
that
you
the
let
torque
off,
saves
it pulls you.
You can pretty much roll off on the clutch.
Yeah, it'll pull you out. It's not you're not gonna stall this.
It's very hard to stall it.
Yeah, you really have to jump off the clutch without any gas with it, and it's gonna buck.
I have only stalled the Viper one time, and that was because I was on an incline and there was traffic, and it was near like Algonquin.
Yeah.
And I was in the green Viper that we had, and as we started to move again, I dropped the clutch too quickly, and it said nope.
Yeah, especially going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I have these are so easy to drive, and I have nothing but good things to say about these cars.
This thing is gorgeous.
Personal bias, of course. But
of course, yeah.
With some credibility, I
guess.
I've had a lot of seat time in these cars. I'm very lucky. So, very, very lucky.
This thing, so I mean, I'm in awe of the spec alone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love this spec.
It is, to me, this is like one of the best iterations you could get.
This is such a beautiful
spec. The GTCs are cool because the GTCs, if you see like an ACR looking Viper, you can get these ACR stripes on a GTC, but the GTCs were basically one of one Vipers. So the GTC packages were one of one, so you could option the color and the spec as a one of one. So I believe GTC one of one literally just meant no one could order the exact same color.
Right.
You know.
That's interesting. No, that's very interesting when you think about reflection in this thing. When you think about what you're getting, knowing that you can pull a car that no one else can ever build exactly the same again. They have to have a mix. They have to have a derivative of it.
And barely anyone ordered them.
That was another big fact.
Yep. And that has certainly proven to raise the value of these. Because even with an MSRP on this of I think like 140 or 148,000, this car is now, we have this up on our site for a lot.
And it's worth every dime, man. Yeah. It is so beautiful. Like I want to walk around these cars with like one of my microfibers just to get anything that doesn't look like it's supposed to be on the paint off.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. I would drive it if I owned it. Honestly, I would drive it on. But I probably spend more time wiping the clear coat off of it.
I would. Man.
put a rag on this thing so often just to keep it looking pretty. It is absolutely gorgeous.
This is, like I said, it's a good in-between car. It could be literally your car you just take to a
I
show
would want
once
to
in a
drive
while.
it.
You could take it on back roads. You could collect it. You could just,
I
drive
would
it
want
once
to
in a
drive
while.
it.
You could drive it all the time. You
Yeah,
could
this
do anything with this because
to
this
have
isn't
this
that.
and Zeus at the same time. I will
Mhm.
drive this car every time I park Zeus. I'm gonna be in this one.
It's kind of interesting. We thought that the bottom was coming for Vipers because there was kind of like a trend downward after July of last year. Not the case. They just came shooting right back up. A Voodoo ACR pulled like $418,000 at Bear Jacks.
Yeah,
And that's a Voodoo, and it had like no miles on it. It was
Yeah.
in the wrapper, but still, ACRs are still pulling huge money right now, and especially good specs like this with low miles. This is,
Let's take a look at the inside real
oh
quick.
yeah. Oh, you want me to hold it? Oh
Yeah.
shit! I wasn't getting the call out, man. Sorry.
Oh my God. This thing is super, super nice on the inside. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's legit. That Alcantara steering wheel makes a big difference too.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never sat in any of the newer Gen.
oh, this is your first time in a
Vipers.
Gen 5.
First time in the Gen 5, and I'm in a supercar.
Oh yeah.
This thing is gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah.
The carbon fiber along with the leather and the Alcantara.
Yeah, let's do you one better actually if you want. Go ahead and start it.
Oh man.
You know how
Oh
to drive
man.
stick, right?
Yep.
It's not in gear, so you should be, yep. Just clutch in and
Y'all gotta see this, man. This thing is gorgeous. But y'all gotta hear it too. Oop. Oh my God. The Alcantara on the seats. Brother. Launch control on the steering wheel. She is absolutely short stick, carbon fiber around it. This leather is so nice in here. Guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful car.
you feel that rumble because the exhaust is right
here.
So it just it's so exciting.
So what he's describing, guys, is that the exhaust is right there. Like when you feel exhaust rumble, it's right under your butt. It puts you. There's no words, man. There's no words.
Yeah.
This is one. This such a beautiful car.
It's so unique. Everything about it is so unique. The sound, the feel, the interior space. Just you feel you're like in a cockpit, a true cockpit.
Absolutely.
Super biased towards the driver. Everything's turned towards you. My favorite thing too is when you're driving the car and you're about to hit red line.
Yeah.
The snake gets redder and redder
serious?
and redder, and it gets like bright on the screen.
Oh my
So
God.
it's so cool. So much character. It's like, where is this character going in the cars nowadays? It's gone.
It's going a whole different place now with all the EVs and the direction that they're trying to go with these cars.
Yeah.
You lose the nostalgia that happens when you get into something like this. This is phenomenal. This little pillar, man, reminds me of the C6.
Yeah, yeah.
The little old crap handle.
Yeah.
Lost for words, man. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. And look, I don't want.
So, want to go over the prefix?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We got another Viper. We got a couple Vipers over the weekend. We got 3 ACRs. We got a 2000 ACR, which was silver, which that's the OG. Like we have another OG in there, a yellow 2002 Viper ACR. We got this ACR with 3,000 miles, and we got one more ACR that is pretty special. And the purple one that he filmed is already sold. It's gone. And
yeah, that was the one we filmed last, guys.
you can't wait to see what we got coming in. That was on trade for that.
Are you serious?
It's crazy.
More to come.
I'm not gonna release
More to come.
it.
More to come. And I tell you guys this, I'll say it on every video. They don't have these cars in here just for show. They are priced to move. They are priced to be sold and enjoyed by customers. So many of these cars that we looked at just the last time, they're already sold. Literally sold. The R8.
Gone.
That Viper.
GT500 up there.
GT500 up there.
Sold.
Sold. What else is sold going around the room?
I think Hellcat's close to sold.
Hellcat's almost sold. I just showed y'all that.
We just got the Vets. That's not sold.
That's not sold
yet. A ton of interest
yet.
in the GT500.
There's a GT500 over in the corner. We'll have to go see that later on.
SSR is sold.
Oh, SSR is finally sold.
It's sold.
That's a special car, guys.
Yeah, the story is kind of.
It's got a really good story,
Yeah.
but that's a special one. But it's sold. We won't get into the details. Sorry, guys. You have to come and check it out for yourself. If you're in the area, y'all have to come check it out, man. I'm serious. You really, really do. Oh, my guy, Mr. Show, man, you need to come over here and check it out. They got some stuff over here. I know you like the R8 also. Come through. SHO guy, come through. But listen, we got one that we're not moving. We're not gonna move it. We have to relish it in position. Too special of a car. Literally a one of one. With how many miles?
6.
6. It has 6 miles.
If you tell people 6 miles, they're like, oh, 6 miles. Oh, so 6,000?
No.
6 miles. 6 miles.
6 miles. One of one. Paint only, no clear. It does not have a clear coat on it.
Yeah.
I just got to show y'all, man.
This is the third ACR.
This is the third ACR.
This is a 17 Viper GTC ACR Extreme.
God, dude, look at
So
this
the thing that's very special about this car is this was owned by a company, the owner of the company called Prefix. And if anyone who's familiar with Vipers, the end of the Gen 4 Viper run, the condition of the Viper paint that was being sold, Dodge was not very happy with it, and the paint supplier went and painter for the Vipers on Gen 4 Vipers, like the 08 that we had, the purple one.
Yeah.
That supplier went out of business. So they needed someone to fulfill the last 75 cars in their contract.
75 cars.
75 cars.
75 cars.
That's kind of a lot in the Viper world when there's not a whole lot of cars being sold to begin with. And so Prefix picked up the contract and they killed it. They did a great job. So that meant by proxy, they land the contract for Gen 5 Vipers. So all Gen 5 Vipers are painted by Prefix, all of them. And so here's the deal with this car. This was owned by the owner of Prefix. And this is the second to last ACR ever that, and also it's the second to last ACR ever, and it's the only 17 ACR in matte launch edition blue with white. There is no clear on this. And I think it's because when they were no longer doing matte cars in 2017, the guy who owns the company who's painting the car says, I'm painting it matte anyway. Well, that also meant that Dodge wasn't going to supply the clear.
So he painted it.
So he made it matte, and there is no clear on it at all. It is a straight matte blue and white, but this is launch edition blue and white stripes.
So I want y'all guys to hear what he said now. It was the biggest one of the biggest takeaways, right? There's a few major takeaways that comes out of this, right? Mm-hmm. It's a one-of-one paint job. Mm-hmm. Never been cleared, right? It's literally one of one.
And it's a GTC, so that meant that it's a part of the one-of-one program.
Yep.
And base prices on GTCs were like only $96,000.
Yeah, it's not that no more.
There was no expense spared. Everything, exterior carbon pack, painted white stripes, everything, special paint. All the ACR
Carbon
interior.
canards.
It's got everything. It's got the optional brass monkeys. It's wheels. It's got
Brass monkey wheels.
It's got the carbon fiber applique that's on the back. So whereas the white ACR we just showed you has a black trunk lid or deck lid, this is a carbon fiber solid one. So when you go behind the trunk, this entire panel is carbon. It's exposed carbon. So this car's got some really special stuff.
Come get it, guys. Come get it. Come get it.
Yeah.
And it was the second to last car to roll out.
ACR. Yeah.
Second to last ACR to roll off the showroom or off the floor.
This thing is literally like in the wrapper, other than the seats, and the steering wheel has never had this cover removed. That is a factory cover.
Never been touched by hands.
Never ever. And the shifter is also
the
wrapped in
smell,
plastic.
bananas, the smell.
Yeah, it's like factory, everything.
Shifter still in plastic. Steering wheel never been uncovered. Still got what is that for right there?
Which one?
This.
Oh, so that's we threw that in there. It's the splitter extension.
Gotcha.
So we have it covered in a bag. It's not doing anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Pedals look gorgeous.
Yep. Car has
still got the plastic on that trim. I love this like purple tint that's in the carbon.
It's more of a reflection that's on from the blue paint.
Gotcha.
It is a standard carbon, but it's just reflecting like this purple hue off of the
paint.
That's
bananas.
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, this is like a super historically significant car. Extremely significant because it's from the owner of the company who painted the things. So it's really special. And on our listing, there's actually the full story, the 2-page story. So if I messed up any information in there, the full story's on there.
You can always go to the website. The website, link to the website, high-level details, link to the website, always in the bio. Go take a look. Usually one car, got to do 2 cars this time, right? So this is a very special one.
Yeah.
Bringing you rare cars, guys. Listen, very, very rare, unique cars that you come see yourself. Just come buy it. I mean,
Yeah. So speaking on the topic of buying it.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit controversial, the price. This one we have up for $499,800. So
it's a $500,000 car a day.
To me, it's not repeatable in any way.
You can't.
And the story is
that's the rarity. And you got to think, this is going to be basically a freaking $500,000 coffee table when whomever buys it.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can't think that somebody's going to get this thing and put it on the road like that. This is going to be a $500,000 coffee table that maybe get trailered to shows.
Who knows?
And lives in a very beautiful
with
garage.
A ton of money, it would be crazy. But if someone with a ton of money really wanted this car like a brand new experience, they could totally drive it new. I mean,
you know what?
It starts, everything works.
You know what? That's a very good point. I had this conversation with my brother Catfish. What's up, my brother Catfish? We just had this conversation about rare cars and what they mean different things to different people. If you got a crap ton of money and you're buying this and it's just another car to you, then you're going to probably drive it like somebody drives a Camry every other day, right? It's not going to make a difference to you. Whereas somebody like me, I'm not going to want to drive it like that.
Yeah.
Well, then the other side of it, for me, to spend $500,000 on a car you don't drive doesn't make sense to me. So
that's the juxtaposition between the 2 ACRs we have.
Yep.
3,000-mile car. It could be a collector. It could be a weekend car. It could be a car you drive all the time. And this, which you could technically do.
You can. You can.
Will it most likely? Not really.
Probably not.
But there you go.
And honestly, because of the rarity of spec, you could probably still get away with driving this car 500 miles a year and still not lose value.
Collectors really prioritize under 1,000 miles. That is a huge deal.
Remaining under 1,000 miles?
Yes.
500 miles a year for 2 years, and now you sit on it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit less.
Based on the appreciation curve of Vipers, if they continue to go on the trajectory that they have.
Yeah, I still think if you go over 1,000 miles, you're not going to lose out on this car.
Yeah.
It's just too rare.
Yeah.
It's too unique of a spec.
This is definitely a Viper collector's kind of like finale car. This is a really
I would agree.
special car. It's cool because, like I said, we just have lost all touch of. I guess that's kind of the cynicism or the irony of this. This is a car that enhances your senses, pulls you out of whatever's going on in the real world, and
You have to focus on the driving experience.
Exactly, and now it's in a collector state. It is definitely an irony. So if you want a collection of irony of drivers' cars, then this might go perfect.
This would definitely fit in without a problem.
But even if I had the money to even consider this, I would love it.
I would love the crap out of it. You know, there's no way. I would have to clear bro it just to make sure I protect the paint.
The fact that
and just
no
enjoy this
clear
car.
On it is crazy. It's crazy.
I would have to just enjoy it. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, I love this one, but if I had to have one, that guy right there.
Yeah,
I like that guy right there.
Yep, same here. Same here.
I will feel far more comfortable driving that guy everywhere than this one.
To be honest with you, I would have the TA over here. This one is scary. This is not for sale. I think we touched on it briefly in a video that we just kind of did like a quick once over.
Yeah.
Just as like a quick reminder, this is an Arrowhead's cam car, so it's nasty. It's the feels of this car is extreme.
We're a little low light over here. Apologize if it gets a little dim, but I had to show you this, man. Yeah. Tim is, you know, when he tells you that this is something special, trust me. It really is something special. This is
awesome.
And it's beautiful.
I love the color, man.
The color,
it
pops so hard.
Competition orange, it's just sick.
It pops super hard.
Yeah, I love it. Gorgeous. It's savage. The acceleration is absolutely savage.
And look, I mean, it's Viper Central, guys. Listen, Viper Central.
We're now competing with Roanoke. No, just kidding. No one can compete with Roanoke on Vipers. Those guys have all of them. All of them. But
and we still got other Vipers for sale, guys. Still got tons of Vipers for sale. You just cannot go wrong.
So we'll touch up on our last car. So
let's talk about we still got this guy.
We want to talk about one of ones.
We still got this guy.
These are standard production cars. That's low production numbers.
We still got that guy up there.
But we've got one more guy that we're not talking about yet.
We got that guy over there in the corner. I think that one's almost sold, right?
We've gotten pretty close, but nothing's pulled the trigger yet.
This is a customer car sitting over here. It's not for sale. Customer's car, right? But then, guys,
the true one of one is this.
God, look at the seats. They glow. The seats literally glows.
Yeah.
This one here, man, has me at an absolute loss for words from the very first time I saw it.
When it came here, I was kind of shocked. I was like, what is going on? Then you kind of take a look around and you realize this is not a wrap.
It's a paint.
This is a paint job.
That's another
airbrushing is like a lost art. And I have to admit that this is extremely impressive.
This is a paint job, guys.
It's a paint job, and this is sick. I actually really like this paint job.
It's very rare.
You ask me my personal opinion about the interior or the things like around there, it's fine. But for me, I think the car's
a piece of art, honestly.
Yeah.
The car's a work of art.
Yeah.
The paint job is super special. It is a 60.
60.
The paint job. 60 grand.
Oh, it was something stupid.
Yeah.
Because you have to think how many people were airbrushing, because this car was from Canada. So you have to think how many people can airbrush like this in Canada.
Right.
So it probably was extremely expensive.
Got two bottles in the back.
Those are real nitrous bottles, by the way. Nitrous Express 100 shot.
Oh, wow.
And there's a real line. Like, it's legit. You want to fill it with nitrous or replace the bottles, you can.
This is like giving me Corvette summer vibes.
Yeah, yeah. This is like a total World of Wheels car.
Absolute World of Wheels car. Is it open?
We got it locked.
Okay. We don't need to open it.
Well, you can see the interior pretty good from there.
So you can see the scaling, guys, goes across. to the interior, across the dash and across the all the way across the dash, guys, in the center console, right? And then you got this two-tone lime and neon yellow.
It's like a triple tone green. There's like
It's crazy.
There's like 3 layers of green. There's like a lime green, a slightly off green, and a darker green down there. You can see it on the trans.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So there's a lot of green going on. But yeah,
it's literally, listen, guys, literally, it's an art car. It's probably best show car that's out there.
You want to win every car show award in the existence of humanity. This
one is going to get the attention.
Yeah.
This will definitely get the attention. This will definitely get the attention.
Yep.
I gotta say, man, out of all the Vipers that we've seen so far, from the TAs to the ACRs and all the rarity, I love the Gen 5 ACRs are absolutely beautiful. Probably, and I never really put myself in a place to compare them.
Yeah,
I've never been in that position. Viper is Viper, right?
Yep.
From the very lowest model up to the highest model. Viper was just Viper to me. But that ACR Gen 5, in my opinion, is a very, very special car. I like that. I like that a lot.
The nice thing is they all drive really well, especially Gen 5. Mainly Gen 5. They drive just shockingly good. You would never expect it to drive that well. And I didn't expect it when I got in the car. And I just kind of grew this crazy appreciation for even, because this is the really special part, is the first Viper I drove, which was a freaking ACR, I didn't get to bond with because the time that I got to drive it was like super unoptimal, and you can't really use the power because it was so cold.
And it was an extremely brand new experience.
I'm kind of glad that that was not my first like true driver's Viper experience, because I may have spoiled the GTS or the TAs.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm so glad I really got like situated with an SRT Viper first, because when I get to finally drive an ACR, it'll feel even crazy.
Even better. Yeah. It's going to be more.
But I'm still going to love them all. I'm still going to love all of them.
This just, again, guys, options upon options upon options. Illinois Motors will give you an opportunity to come in and find something that you're looking for. I don't care who you are. They got this. They got a GT500 over here, guys, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And comes with a few extra little kicks to it, man. It's not just what you see, right? And that's around the room. You just have tons of options and beautiful cars. I love the Harley Davidson. It's a 2010
Harley Davidson F450.
F450. I would daily this thing, guys. I swear I would.
It is so nice. It's got like 10,000 miles on it.
I would daily it. I think it's an absolutely beautiful truck. Look how the springs shine. Oh, God, this thing is so clean. It's gorgeous.
It's mint. Really mint.
You can't go wrong if you're looking for something. And if you're looking for just your average daily driver, come and get the GTI. I'm just saying, you got just options all across the board, guys.
And if you're a big Limp Bizkit fan and
there
you like to listen to Rollin' on repeat, this is your truck right here.
This is your truck. This is your truck. Of course, you know, these flames give us the Limp Bizkit feel. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They got a Subi back. I didn't even know you got an STI back there. Red Subi.
Yeah, we got that STI. That's like a 21, so that's like, I think, the final model year before they dumped to the new WRX.
Yeah.
It's all STIs are manual, but yeah, it's a cool car.
No, yeah, this is out here. It's the very ideal daily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Year-round car.
We also got, like, honestly, I was amazed at how, like, the value for the money. We could probably go over it another time. There's a Macan S that we got, super clean, black leather, black paint, and
We'll see
I
that
haven't
next
seen,
time, guys.
I have not seen black paint as nice on a car
Really?
here as that Macan.
Yeah,
it's so good.
We'll definitely have to come back and film that, guys, so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Kobe. I know Kobe. I know you're looking for an STI, my guy. I don't know if red is gonna work in your fleet. I know you want blue, but hey, man, got an STI right here for you, Kobe, and it's got a wang. Come through, Illinois Motors. Not that far, man. Right there in Crystal Lake. You need to just get over here. He has a GT500 as well.
Oh, sick. Perfect.
Guys, again, when you're looking for what you're looking for, and you just need something special, I don't know, decide you want to change your career, retool yourself, and change your career expectations. You decided no longer to work behind a desk. You want to drive a big rig. Come to Illinois Motors to get your truck, guys. Just saying. There's options upon options upon options. This is not your average dealership. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. God, man. This place is great, man. They got a lot of greatness around here, man. And just like that, man, just like us, we're designed from greatness, guys. Because we're designed for greatness, guys, you have the right, the responsibility, the authority to never, ever, ever be average. Look around. Guys, don't be average. Yeah.
Young Shy Beats.